Welcome back to Wipeout Australia. I'm James Brayshaw, this is Josh Lawson, and you are right in the guts of another furiously contested battle over the world's most testing obstacle course.
Qualifying is over and we have slashed the field to 12.
Let's remind ourselves of who's in the mix. We've got loudmouth Leighton Mills, strategy man Ed Mulvey and foot model Rob Stanley. Also through is firefighter Linda Wilton and, of course, the dark horse Kobe Mulligan.
Well, I hope our contestants are ready, because the wipeouts are about to go from bad to better.
The sweeper has been known to clean up even the toughest of contestants with spectacular results. This week on the sweeper, the final 12 will try and avoid being swatted by the fly screen. Contestants will have to stand on a 3-metre high pole and jump through the giant fly screen as it swings around. Stay on the podium to stay in the game, hit the water, and it's see you later time.
The final 6 contestants to hit the wet stuff will move on to the next round, and the last man or woman standing takes home a bonus grand in the hand.
Let's go down, down, down to Sweeper Town.
We go, baby!
And we're off. First to face the ferocious fly screen is Demolition Dave.
What a hero.
Our first victim. Oh, and another, and another!
They're dropping like flies.
First to fall was firefighter Linda Wilton. Next, mum of 2 Karen Black and big head Rob Green.
Anyone ever turned away from a nightclub's going to be loving this. His name's not down and he's not coming in.
So 3 down and 9 to go.
Yeah!
Oh, strategy man Ed Mulvey just clings on.
It's all that chest, James. Makes for strong fingertips, you know.
Last orders for barman Simon Harari.
I got this covered, baby! Woo!
Oh, Demolition Dave just hangs on. And there goes foot model Robert Stanley with a delayed reaction wipeout.
His feet may not be very good at keeping him on the podium, but man, do they look sensational. Oh, what a loss.
Come on, Leighton, you man!
5 down and just 1 more to go before we find out who battles it out for the $1,000 bonus. Another miracle save from the strategy man Ed Mulvey.
It's check, but not checkmate.
Oh, there we go. We've just lost our 6th contestant, 23-year-old Brett Garland.
Yes, another hapless fly falls victim to the dreaded swatter.
Yeah! Here we go, baby!
The final 6 have been decided. Demolition Dave, the Dark Horse, Loudmouth Leighton, the Rubber Woman, the Strategy Man, and Circus Wannabe. Oh, Demolition Dave almost down.
But he hangs on by a whisker.
The sweeper gets higher and faster with each rotation. Oh! Ouch! There goes Rubber Woman.
Rubber Woman cops a proper swatting there, James. I'm surprised she didn't just bounce off the water and right back onto the podium.
Demolition Man almost demolishes his chances yet again. Oh, the Dark Horse has bolted.
Back to the stables as she gets whipped into shape.
Leighton continues to talk the talk and Dave continues to flip and flop. Down goes Strategy Man.
So as they say in the chess world, sucked in, pal.
And then there were 3. Demolition Dave, Loudmouth Leighton,
I need some breakfast!
and Circus Wannabe. Oh, who's gone?
A big topple by the girl from the big top, but there's no safety net to save her this time.
What a mouth-watering showdown that leaves now. The experienced Demolition Man of few words versus the young upstart of many.
Leighton looking comfortable. Well, apart from that wedgie.
Dave's tactics are crude but effective. And don't forget, he's had a bit of practice. What a battle this is.
Ali, Fraser, Collingwood, Essendon, Queensland, New South Wales, He-Man versus Skeletor, and now add Demolition Dave and Loudmouth Leighton to the list of great sporting rivalries.
Another desperate dive from the Demolition Man.
Yeah! Woo! Easy, mate, easy!
The taunting continues. Oh, this time Dave's in serious trouble. Can he get up?
Come on!
He may be getting on, but I reckon he can still get up.
No! Dave's superhuman effort comes to an end.
So Dave makes a splash and Leighton takes the cash.
One more!
A mighty performance from Leighton. I wonder what he'll do with $1,000.
Hey, Leighton, you gonna take everyone down the pub and shout us a drink?
Yeah!
All right, thanks, mate.
Well, the battle may be won, but the war is not over. Leighton wins the $1,000 bonus, but he is joined in the next round by some serious competition. Along with Leighton, there's Dark Horse Kobe Mulligan, Strategy Man Ed Mulvey, Rubber Woman Jane Alschwager, Circus Wannabe Lisa Taliana and the Demolition Man Dave Marshall.
But before they have a shot at the wipeout zone and the 20 grand, they have to face the Dizzy Dummy.
Welcome back to Wipeout Australia.
Where making you laugh at the misfortune of others is our specialty.
The sweeper lived up to its name and swept away the dead wood, leaving our final 6 souls brave and true.
They are Loudmouth Leighton Mills,
Dark Horse Kobe Mulligan,
Demolition Dave Marshall, Circus Wannabe Lisa Taliana, Ed Strategy Man Mulvey and Jane Rubber Woman Alschwager.
and of those 6, just 4 move into the wipeout zone and get a shot at the 20k. There's just one thing standing in their way, and it's called the Dizzy Dummy. Contestants are strapped to the Dizzy Dummy and they're spun around until dizzy. First across the tippy table course goes through, the 5 losers strapped in again and spun around until they do the greasy donut run. There are 4 heats, with each winner moving onto the wipeout zone.
You won't have seen this much spinning around since Kylie Minogue donned those hot pants.
Let's take a trip down Dizzy Lane. Crank that spinner, it's time to find a winner. We're off.
Remember, the first person to get across that obstacle course after each round goes through to the wipeout zone.
This is fun.
Loudmouth Leighton playing mind games.
Covered in the bag.
But no one cares.
We go.
And there's the Dark Horse.
But I have to ask, James, why the long face?
Oh, are you really going with that?
Nay.
There's the hooter and the race is on.
Hey, James, did you know that the sensation of dizziness occurs because the water in your brain sloshes around, causing you to lose balance?
Thank you, Professor Lawson. Talking your brain, Strategy Man's up first. But quickly down.
Those tippy tables certainly are tippy, James. And strangely table-like.
Well, there goes the Dark Horse. The Dark Horse makes an impressive run for the line, but falls at the final hurdle.
Oh, what a mess this is, James. They all seem to be equally matched at the moment. Equally bad, that is. And it's the tippy table tandem.
Now, here comes Demolition Dave, carrying the hopes of his children, demolition workers, and 40-something bearded men the world over on his muscular shoulders. Leighton dismantles the course.
We'll bill him for that later. Oh, go, you good thing!
And he's home! The first man through to the wipeout zone is Demolition Dave.
He must be wrapped.
I'm wrapped. Really wrapped.
See? Told you.
So it's back to the spinner for round 2. 3 spots remain in the final round, and this time contestants face the donut run.
Oh, yeah. Spin them right round, baby. Right round. Like a record, baby. Right round, round, round.
Every time they get spun, the contestants become more and more disorientated.
I don't even know where I am, man.
Would you like to borrow my GPS?
This time, Rubber Woman is first out of the blocks.
Strategy Man and the Dark Horse acting like they're members of the Wiggles.
Rubber Woman bounces into action. Remember, those donuts are coated in thick grease.
And a hint of cinnamon.
Leighton and Strategy Man in hot pursuit. A desperate dive from Rubber Woman and she's off. Strategy Man finds his opening.
But he can't hang on.
Look at the course, it's wide open. They're falling all over the place.
It's like Surfer's Paradise during schoolies week.
Who will be the second contestant to win their way through to the wipeout zone?
Leighton has a crack, but he's off again.
Strategy Man wipes his brow and ponders his next move. And there's no clowning around from Circus Girl as she springs into action.
Representing Australia in the synchronised donut run, it's Circus Wannabe and Strategy Man.
This Strategy Man is a cool customer.
That's right, James. His emotions are always in check.
You know it! You know it! Yeah!
Well, almost always.
Strategy Man wins the heat and is through to the wipeout zone.
Harder than it looks, but you know what? If anyone can do it, it's me.
2 down and 2 to go as the last remaining male, Leighton, is the thorn among the roses.
Yeah, boy.
Roll up as our Circus Wannabe becomes the first ever human to give birth on an obstacle course. There's the labour. The delivery. and the aftermath.
Here we go again. Or should I say, here we don't go.
Now, we call it the dizzy dummy because with each new spin, the contestants get dizzier and dumber.
Rubber Woman gives it a nudge, but he's quickly in the sludge.
Come on.
Leighton and his mouth quickly head south.
Yeah, boy.
And our new mum is having no fun.
This looks a bit more promising.
The dark horse picks up the bridle and lengthens down the straight, and with one majestic leap is through to the wipeout zone.
What a fine filly. Farlap and Seabiscuit will be looking down from horsey heaven, and we'll get to cheer her on in the next round.
Strap them in and spin them round. Here we go again.
3 contenders and only 1 slot in the final makes this the world's most brutal game of musical chairs.
Well, the good news for these 3 is that it is definitely their final spin. Who do you fancy, Josh?
Well, it has to be Leighton, JB, despite the fact he's up against 2 very strong women. As you can see, he is clearly in perfect physical shape.
Look at his face.
They're off for the final time, and Rubber Woman places her 11-foot frame in pole position.
Leighton, always the gentleman, barges past Rubber Woman.
Leighton in the lead and gives it one last push for glory.
Oh no, but he chokes at the last minute.
Come on.
2 contestants in the water. Only Rubber Woman on the donut. This is her big chance.
Steady. Steady.
One last giant leap, and the final contestant through to the wipeout zone is Rubber Woman.
And with a celebratory funky chicken dance, she leaves egg on the face of a certain contestant.
A deflated Leighton can only look on and wonder what could have been.
Leighton, so sorry to see you go. You've been such a gracious and humble competitor.
Kelly, that was the plan, really. Come in, take the $1,000 for the sweeper, and then leave. Let the other guys go for it, you know?
Any final words?
I'll be back.